Hey guys, this is the Rad Man. What are we doing here? This is my tutorials world, and as you could expect, we are going to be doing a tutorial for Feed the Beast. Yeah, so, if you've seen I think it was one of my latest episodes, I was using tesseracts. What are tesseracts? If you haven't seen that episode, I won't expect you to know. And if you have, this is just going to be a more in-depth explanation of them. So let's dive right in. Now, tesseracts are basically the teleportation pipe of Tekkit. They let you teleport more than just uh, items, though. So there's an energy tesseract. Obviously, if a tesseract lets you transport stuff, it probably transports energy. Yay! There's a liquid tesseract, which can be used to. I made a tutorial on how to pump lava from the nether. Now, I was using filters and stuff, and ender chests. Now, the alternative to that, I believe as long as this works in this version, you can also use a liquid tesseract for that purpose. Sorry, not having the world loaded was causing me a little lag. Anyway, and then there's the item tesseract. Now, we're going to look at all three types of them. We have our energy, liquid, and item. Now, you'll also need a wrench, a redstone energy conduit for the item, a golden, or for the energy tesseract, a golden transport pipe for the item tesseract, and for the liquid tesseract, you need any type of waterproof piping. For this demonstration, we will use cobblestone. Now, what we're going to do is first of all turn off mobs. Gotta remember to. I'll just leave them on, but set it to day. Okay, so what you'll need to do is. Okay, gotta free up some space. Okay, so how you use these is you need two of them. And I will show you using the energy tesseract first because I already have one set up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set up a quarry, but this quarry is going to use tesseracts for its transportation, its energy. We're going to try and totally tesseract this thing. And I'm getting an iron transport pipe because I want to seamlessly send items by this golden transport pipe. So let's see if we can do this quickly. There we go. Okay, it works. I don't need this anymore. We need the landmarks though. So we are going to be like, let's pretend we're 500 blocks away from where we have our energy being generated for our quarry. So it's like, just making a quarry out in the middle of nowhere. It's a really big quarry, so it's going to require a lot of energy. And let's say that you get it all the way set up. And then, just as you're activating that last torch, you realize something that you have forgotten about. I hate it when it does this. Sometimes you have to click the middle torch to make it complete the circle, and sometimes it doesn't want to complete the circle, or the square. There we go. So let's say that you place down your quarry. You're like, yes! And then you're like, wait a minute. My power station is 500 blocks away. Even with redstone energy conduits, there's no way I can transport that much power that far unless I use a huge amount of electricity. But there is a solution to your problem. That is the tesseract. Now, the liquid tesseract is only really useful if you are using liquid, such as lava from the nether, to power something. So we're going to save that one for later. But we're going to use the energy tesseract over here and the item tesseract over here. Now, we're going to assume that you kind of maybe thought this out more than you did. And let's say that you place down an item tesseract with an ID of 1, owner locked, and can only receive. It has an ID of 1, so now it's set to the frequency of 1. So what you would do is you would come to your item tesseract, you would do it send only, type 1, hit set frequency, and now it's set to a frequency of 1, and we can just connect our pipe. Now, the energy tesseract is a little bit more complicated. We have to have it to receive only. Now, I already set up a frequency of 1, which will provide us with power for this demonstration. Now, what you've got to keep in mind is we want this to output, because as you can see, nothing happens, even though those quarries are running off of tesseracts. So this is why this is a too long thing. This is only receiving energy. We need it to send out energy to the quarry. And as you can see, we have just activated the quarry. We'll take out the wood block, and now it is running. But you'll notice it is completely running with no pipes connected to our central power plant. None whatsoever. Oh my gosh, I forgot. It's gonna have to clear all the grass. It'll be a while to set up, guys. So now if we come over here, our item tesseract is hooked into our little plumbing system, I'm gonna call it, that delivers all the materials. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to go do something really quick. I'll be right back after this quarry builds so that we can continue the tutorial without having to wait for it to destroy all of the grass. Be right back. Hey guys, this quarry is almost done building, so we can get started on checking to see if our item tesseract is working, because I did watch a tutorial on tesseracts because I didn't realize that you just typed whatever frequency you wanted into them. And the person who did the tutorial was having some issues with the item tesseract. So we're going to see if those are still existent. Let's go check over here. Oh yeah, there they go. Zoom, 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 zoom. Yeah, Buildcraft is kind of weird. Sometimes the pipes glitch out, but you can see the sand is going, and it's going to be processed, which is good. And as you can see, yep, there's our sand right there, and it's working well. I don't know if I can run 3 quarries at once though, so I will probably change the frequency on this tesseract for now. And if we watch this, it'll slow down, yeah. And it'll stop really soon. As you can see, whereas before it was kind of smooth, it's starting to kind of jerk in between every time it digs, and it stopped. And if we look over here, we can see that the power has completely drained out of both of these, and these tesseracts are on the same frequency, which just means that I can force more power into the quarries. And as you can see, that makes it run really, really fast. Anyway, so that's the use of the energy and item tesseract. Now, the liquid tesseract, it's not that complicated actually. You just need a pump and an engine, Redstone engines work fine, and then a lever or something. We're going to get rid of the item tesseract just because we don't need it anymore. And now if we go out, we will get rid of the energy tesseract also. And now if we just come out here to a deep point in the ocean and go down, we will build a little not drilling, I want to say drilling for some reason, but we'll build a little pumping platform for our pump to sit on. So we'll just set this here. Now we just place these around our pump. Now be careful, you cannot actually place blocks off these engines. There's a lot of glitches that they fixed in Feed the Beast that were in Tekkit, and I haven't really used the pump much since Tekkit, so yeah. Now we just use our liquid tesseract, and we're going to make this run into our liquid holding tank. So we will just do crap. We'll use an iron waterproof pipe. Don't need that anymore. There we go. That water flows in, and now if we put our liquid tesseract down, we'll put it to number 1, and we'll make it so that it can receive only. You only need to really lock these if you intend to use them on a server, and you don't want anyone to be able to get a hold of your frequencies, I think is how that works. So we set this to send only, frequency 1, and now if we can get some water. Sometimes the pump takes a little bit of time. There we go. Now if we go over here, we can see there should be water coming out. Oh yeah, see, there it is. It's the Buildcraft pipe glitch again. And an interesting thing actually is if we have an energy tesseract and we put it in place of this engine, we set it to receive only and do it 1, I believe this will actually power the pump. Have they changed it? Can you not power the pump with this anymore? They might have changed it. We'll try. Yeah, it does connect. Oh, it has to actually take out the power. So now I believe that will power the pump. I think I set it on the right frequency at least. Yeah, it's on the right frequency. But anyway, that's just a good way, like if you have like a giant tank of water, you could have like 2 or 3 platforms out in the middle of the ocean just pumping away. And in truth, you could really just use these engines. It'd probably be easier than building a tesseract, just because you already have one tesseract invested into it, and the pumps work fine, or the redstone engines work fine on their own. Anyway, I think that's going to be all for this tutorial. The liquid tesseract would be useful for, like, if you're moving lava. That would be really useful, because then you wouldn't have to run a pipe all the way from like bedrock-ish all the way up to your tank. But anyway, thanks for watching. That's going to be all for this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. And goodbye. Bye.